And now it's time to fix the nose and the mouth. So when I look at this nose, it a little bit lost the blockiness, and I think let's add maybe some little more blockiness. So we take the edge polish and let's give a little angularity to the nose just to make it a little bit more strong, because the lips are very kind of feminine, because the shapes are very beautiful and nice, so we need to fix them as well. But the nose is also somehow became very very soft and things like that. So let's return a little like blockiness to the nose, maybe some extra edge here, and the wing of the nose is also, I think, need to be a little more powerful. So let's add some thickness to the wing. It's I brought it low to this lower subdivision level so I can control the major form better. If I go very high, then I might give a little too much detail, unnecessary detail to the nose. So these kind of details will be later. So let's go back to the lower subdivision level and take the edge polish and bring back some edges. So that is very important, the tip of the nose, to break it into the planes. So to make the nose a little stronger, because strong nose, that's a feature of masculine person. So if you give so much of the strong nose to the female, then you make her a little more masculine. So there is some feeling of the bone underneath, some orbit. So you want to bring back a little power here as well. So this is the middle part of the orbit, and as you remember, the middle part of the orbit is not that sharp. So there is edge around, and then it fades out. So in this area, it's very hard to find where is the edge of the orbit, and because this whole thing starts to become part of the nose, and this place, the widest place on the nose, on the back of the nose, as I mentioned, let's give it a little bit more subdivision. That's where the bone and the cartilage meets. So basically that's the place where the bone and cartilage meets. So that's the nasal opening. Yeah. So you want to kind of mark it at least somehow. And we choose to have like more straight nose than, so let's bring back some straightness. So we found the forms, and then let's bring back some straightness. A little duck nose effect we have. Let's reduce it and see how it is now. So basically those forms have to be subtle. So if you make them very strong, then there's a danger they will start to become more like a comic. So procerus line, the line, how you call it, the line, there's this muscle procerus creates this line of the control power or something. Was that the belief about this? These two lines, that's called 11s, and those are the lines of corrugator supercilii muscle, creates these two lines. So basically he's kind of a little angry, but not too much angry. So he's kind of like a little angry person, very serious. The strong shapes, basically, let's give strong shape also to the mouth, but in the same time it is very kind of like feminine looking lips. So but I will show you some image from my third book about like the lips, so the parts of the lips. So you have these pillars of the mouth, then you have this little edge which is a vermilion border. It kind of creates this platform, this little platform here, and then on top of this platform there is like a two elements, 2 element. Basically they kind of are like a one element. It's like almost like two fused tubercles, almost like a peanuts in the shell, and on top there is like a one. Basically that's one type of lips that we choose to make. In reality, of course, this is a female lips, but the shapes are the same. Basically the male is the same, the male lips are the same like a female lips, but they are less fluid and they are less kind of like curvy. So you kind of flatten out and make them more neutral. So the male have sometimes very thin lips, and but of course female like also curvy lips on a male as well. So basically these are the male lips, but they can easily be also female lips. But so we try to resemble them. Okay, so what do we have here? So now they're kind of angular and they are very much pronounced. So we want to reduce this curviness. This curviness helped us a lot until now, but now we don't need them anymore. So we just flatten out the Cupid's bow, and maybe this curviness as well. We can just reduce it. Let's make it a little less curvy. So just straighten out the line. Yeah, so make it more masculine. Otherwise, this very serious guy starts to become a little too sexy. We don't want that. Here maybe it's a little too much out. Let's with the clay buildup, the platform is a little too wide, I guess. Let's reduce it. But again, these are the pillars of the mouth. So let's keep working on them and maybe add a little volume. This was with the alt pressed. Okay, so the lips are not that curvy anymore. But this vermilion border, I think it's need to be added. And this is in low subdivision level, so we still have this option to bring it up. So this is the philtrum. The philtrum seems to me very small. The philtrum lets a little reduce the roof of the mouth, so the philtrum kind of a little stands out, and also the node. So let's remove a little bit amount of clay here, so the structures around start becoming a little bit more dominating. So let's remove some clay from here. So this structure and this structure start popping out. This structure is node, this structure is philtrum. So let's see, maybe we need to add some philtrum. Add some philtrum column. And as you know, they are bigger in the top and then they are smaller on the bottom. Maybe it's a little too powerful. Let's bring it back to fifth subdivision layer level, and maybe we need to add, go back to the fourth or maybe third, and bring back the sharpness. This is okay. Okay, we have mouth, we have everything, we have ears, we have eyes. So basically, now it's time to start work on some little kind of details before we start working on hair. So let's check, before we start working on little details, let's check the general form. So are we satisfied? Yeah, it's kind of okay. So maybe we need to give some power to the cheekbones. Let's bring to the third level, maybe second level. Yeah, let's give some cheekbones, maybe with a clay buildup tool. And remember, the upper part of the cheekbone creates the edge for the orbital rim. So basically, you already, by creating the cheekbone, you already creating it. And this is a young man, and young men, they don't have so much nasolabial fat, so sometimes it's even reduced. Sometimes it's even kind of like depression here, some like very not very powerful, this part. So when the guy becomes older, that this guy here start to become very powerful, but at the moment it's kind of reduced, and there is some depression, and that depression goes even down and creates here also depression. Same thing with this cheekbone, under the cheekbones, same thing here. So it's kind of reduced, and this part is also reduced because there is not enough fat. Here it's not the buccal fat, and here is not the cheek fat. So let's give power with the edge polish tool. Give maybe some power to the eyebrow, because now we're going to work on little details. Maybe let's bring back the superciliary arches. So now it's kind of preparing for the little detailing. So because later it will be much harder. So let's give some power to the chin. Now we have this thickness of the chin and mental crease. That's like a little deeper part here. Maybe it's too powerful. So it seems like we are ready for tiny details. Okay, let's go to the fifth subdivision level and then smooth out what we just did, just smooth it out so it's not like so hard, the hard lines. It seems like there's a little bit too much of the clay. Let's reduce from here. And yeah, just press this shift and smooth it out, because we're going to apply tiny details on the face. And maybe the most contrasting and most powerful part in the mouth on a male, it is this opening seam. So basically that's the strong one, but the contour of the ear, of the lip, you don't want to make it too strong, because then it becomes very feminine. So maybe this part, and that's it. So you don't want to give too much contrast to the mouth. Maybe it kind of looks very wide. It's supposed to be aligned here, so maybe we mouth a little smaller. Yeah, this is okay. Okay, so the next action will be to finish the little tiny things, and maybe put some asymmetry to the face, give some asymmetry to the face. Later start working on the hair.